schedule, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I am doing nothing, ma'am. Just studying in my college.
Right. So whenever someone asks you, how are you doing? You should say, I'm doing good, or I'm doing well, or I'm doing fine. Right? This is what you should be answering. It is not asking you, what are you doing? It is asking you, or someone is asking you, how are you doing? So you should say, I'm doing good, or I'm doing fine. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Right. Okay. So do you have any idea about today's topic?
No, ma'am. I did not see the topic.
Right, okay, fine. So today's topic is about, would you rather want to speak to animals? Would you rather be able to speak to animals or
Uh,
speak foreign languages?
no, no, I did not speak any animal, and yes, no, ma'am. And I means I did not meet like a like animal, but I did not talk to them uh, when I like play with animal.
It is asking you that you have two choices. Either you can speak to animals or you can speak all foreign languages. Right? You can talk to animals or you can speak all foreign languages. So which one would you choose and why?
Mind not coming any thought, ma'am. Means I mean foreign language means not understand that means learn some foreign language then speak about that language or anything that.
See, you have been given an option to have either one of the two powers. You can
Okay.
call it a power that if you, it will be possible if you can speak foreign languages, all foreign languages, or you can talk to animals. So, which one would you choose to learn or to do? I mean, have the power.
Uh, both choice is good, but I choose and talk to animal because it is a unique thing. Nobody speak with animal. So if I talk with animal, then I will know very well their behavior and what they want. I clearly know that everything. So I choose first is yes that option. Talk to the animal.
Okay. And what would you do this with this power?
I do. I communicate all the animal and also the animal already already very less amount of animal. What I say that means it is a particular word, ma'am. Means when very less animal in the in society means environment. Very few means very few animal when that what
Endangered? Endangered?
endangered. So
Hmm.
I talked to the endangered animal and asked them how to develop the animal, that particular animal. So I know detail everything. Then I communicate that and solve their problem. Then it is helping their family, helping their and means helping us also means that's good for everybody. I think that I do.
Okay, okay. And what kind of job would you have with this kind of a skill?
I think some forest job. There is some forest. Don't have any idea what is the job, but I will do that any job in that kind of job which help the animal to solve that particular problem. What means people are sometimes behave uh, very wrong with animal and miscommunicate, communicate to the animal. So that's reason they affected. So I create opportunity to to solve every problem animal. Yes.
Correct. And okay, fine. You just already spoke about it. Do you think animals have their own language?
uh, I think yes, animal have own language, and they they'll speak like some sound. We feel that is very sound, it is some noise, but that actually some language. They are communicate each other when they want to communicate each other. So that's, I think that's language. When they are create some sound, means make some sound. So I think they have language.
Okay. So they have their own language. So
Yes.
yes, okay, fine. Hmm. Right. How would you try to monetize this particular skill of yours? How would you try to monetize this?
uh, I think of a different way to monetize, because people are definitely curious to know animal, because people are love pet, people are love animal, so who love the particular animal. If I will give enough knowledge about that particular animal and how they behave, what they love in the animal, and definitely people are uh, definitely people are know this thing uh, for me. If I create some organization, they pay for organization to know everything, teaching like coaching thing kind of thing, something that, and that way I can monetize. And and uh, and also I create some videos, also video there, that would be people are benefit in watching detail and animated way. So I think these two things combine to get money.
Hmm. Okay, okay, fine. Right. Let me just ask you some other questions as well, right? The general ones. And then I'll move on to the vocabularies if you have any. Okay. So expectation kills happiness. Expectation kills happiness. How far do you agree with this? Can you give me some examples as well?
Expectation kills happiness. Okay.
Correct.
Okay, yes. I think when we start something, for example, gym, any fitness run, and on running anything, that if in day one, if I think that in day 5, day 7, and after 1 month and after 6 months, I get lot of result, I get a lot of thing, then that would be not uh, feel happy after 6 months, 1 month, any days. So if I expect very highly without doing anything, without love that process, then definitely it would be harm my long-term happiness, long-term satisfaction. I think this the one example. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So how come, I mean, what do you exactly mean to say that, okay, if I continue it for the long term, so it will give me the happiness? I mean, I couldn't quite understand this.
uh, uh yeah, like if I very focus in result but happiness but instant gratification, and that time if I very focus in my result part, that's also a expectation, result is expectation. If I will see in day one my future, then definitely it is really harm my happiness. For example, examination, if I want to give any examination next year, but this day one I think that I will crack that. After that I do join that college, then I join that company, then I join other country, then I join a lot of things. So I expect lot of things without to do this present, without do not know about that entire process, entire roadmap, entire journey. So I expect more in day one. So if I will think in future, if I not live in present, if I will think the future, definitely that happiness not happiness definitely give me a lot of uh, sadness. I think that's the reason.
Okay. Without don't know the entire process, without knowing the entire process. Now you cannot use two negatives in one sentence. You're using without as well as you're using don't know. So either you can say without knowing it, or when you don't know the entire process. So you can use either one of them, right? So without knowing the entire process, we think about certain, we try to set some unrealistic standards. So that
Yes.
is, those standards are nothing but the unrealistic expectations or over expectations that
Absolutely.
we try to have for ourselves, right? That we want to achieve. And that can sometimes kill the happiness,
Hmm. Absolutely.
right? Hmm. Like if I talk about a certain person, especially a kid or a student, not even a kid, a student who is preparing for some, let's say, a competitive exam, right? And yes, maybe a competitive exam, let's say, and he has set certain expectations for himself, right? For example, he has said that he'll score a 99 percentile in his examinations. So knowing his potential, he should try to determine an expectation for him, right? If he is trying to set certain unrealistic expectations, even after knowing his potentials, of course it is going to kill his happiness, right? And people might actually might lose their hope, or might commit certain things which are not good, right? So yes. Okay, fine. Now, just a second. Okay, I guess I had already asked you this question. How change is important in life, right?
Yes.
Yes. So now I wanted to ask you a similar question related to it. Basically, I want to know what is that one change that you brought about in your life, which changed your life forever, maybe. The one change that you brought about in your life.
I think one change.
You can talk about what the change was about, when it happened, or what are the details, how it changed your life, or how it affected you in your life. You can talk about that.
I think my first change habit, my one of the habit that I may sometimes use social media very much. That is very harmful my entire study. Like today, I was watching a YouTube video and some Facebook video that harm me to distract every my work, every my study, everything. So I think that I need to control myself. The first thing I want to change, control myself. Control myself means control my mind. And second, yes, one thing was, yes, was that that was very harm my past and also now. Yes, ma'am.
That was very harm my past. That was very harmful for my career, you can say. That was very harmful for my life. So I just gave up on that addiction of mine, right?
Yes.
And that is the biggest change that I brought about in my life. Okay,
Yes.
fine. Right. Now, okay, can you describe something about your city? Like you can say, what are the things that you like about the city, or why should people visit that city of yours, and what are the major attractions and everything? Why you like it basically?
First thing is the very famous in tourist place, that is Ponchulingeshwar, one of the Shiva temple, and this is the temple like every in the world, every India, and everybody want to come this particular place because of uh, no, the devotee and the people are whatever they want to uh, like want their heart desire also fulfill after coming this place. And also look, there are a lot of hill city in my entire city is hill side city, so it is the very picnic place. And there is a sea near my city. That sea is the one of the very famous rocket testing every year, and sometime testing that particular city. So that's reason it is a very famous. This there are a lot of things, but the two things are very famous in my city: the temple and the sea beach, and and a lot of thing, a lot of temple in my city. So I think that region is very famous, and people usually come and spend time with their family. Yes.
You just said that there is a hilly area near your city. Which is a hilly area that you're talking about? What are the names of it?
That is Nilgiri, Rajnilgiri. Here is that particular name. I forgot that golden city, something that I forget that name, but the name is the hill, Nilgiri Hill, and that is very famous in my city.
Hmm. Okay. Now, can you talk about the time your whole family got together, right? Where your whole family got together. You should mention where you met, what you did together, how long you spent, and if you would like to do the same thing again. Any get together that you had with your family, when was the last time and how it went?
Okay, I think last mm, yes, 2 year before 2 year, uh, one of the event
2 years back.
year 2 years back. Yes, 2 years back, one event means my entire family present that day, and my brother birthday. That birthday we celebrate with my family and all the member and all my relative, and brother friends, my friend, a lot of people get together that particular place in my home. So it was a very happy, make me happy, and it went well, everything went well, and the celebrate time, everything in the time, and everyone felt very happy, and that that is very recent. And after that I not went my home, means I'm studying outside my city, so I have not spent a lot of time in nowadays. But I remember before 2 years ago, 2 years back, I spent well time with my family, get together with my all the family member. Yes,
uh, Before after that I never went, something like you said, right? Okay, I did not go. I did not went, you said. Did not go. I did not go back home again or something like that, you said. Okay, fine. Right. Okay, so, okay, are you reading something? Is what I want to know. Are you reading
uh,
something?
You told me on previous session newspaper. I start
Hmm.
reading newspaper and write some phrases, some word and some sentence.
Oh wow,
So
that's great. So what are the phrases that you have come across? Can you tell me?
I don't remember, ma'am. I write in notepad, Notion apps. I write everything, and you taught me a lot of like write in my like my note. There is a previous session in uh, yes, the said no. What is bizarre, burglar, burglar, sorry, burglary, embezzlement, poaching. You taught me this five and previous session. I wrote, yes, I wrote here.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Yes, yes.
All right. That's okay. That's not a problem. But I'm just saying that whatever that sentences you come across in the newspaper, try to brush them up or revise them after every 2 to 3 days, and try to frame an entire sentence, a long sentence out of that sentence or out of that word. The more you try to do it, the more you'll become habitual of using them in your conversations. You have to focus on your conversations now, right? The type of framing that you're making, the type of sentences that you're framing, right? So you have to focus on that now. Okay, in next sessions, if we meet, I'll try to take up some phrasal verbs with you, phrasal verbs
I
that'll
think
help
tomorrow
you in
I
framing.
I am booked tomorrow. I think tomorrow I have session with you tomorrow.
Okay. So we might discuss something about the phrasal verbs, right? So yes, I'll try to discuss some phrasal verbs so that you can use them in your conversations. Okay, tell me if you have any doubts that you want to ask.
Yes, ma'am. I have a question that I have confused that sentence. I write two sentence. I start again from zero. I am starting again from zero. Which is the right
I'm starting again.
starting? I am starting again from zero.
Hmm.
Okay. Means why why means it is starting means why is not I am start again from zero?
Because you're using it in the continuous tense. You are starting, you're doing something. Like you are starting from zero again. Right now, you're talking about something that you will be continuously doing now. So I am starting from zero, right?
Yes.
You can say I will start from zero, or I am starting from zero, or I'm starting from scratch. Basically, instead of saying zero, you can use the word scratch. So I'm starting from scratch, right?
Okay.
Yes,
Means I start
yes,
today. That's the reason I use means this sentence. I start something today, so I starting again from zero. It's right.
yes. I am starting something from the scratch. Yes,
Okay, ma'am.
yes.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. It's clear that.
Okay, okay, fine. Yes, okay. We'll be meeting tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, then. Bye bye.
Bye, ma'am.